What's good, YouTube? Nader94 here to bring you another episode of Ass Anime Studio Simulator. In the last episode, I believe the top one was the Harem route. Anyway, in the last episode, we started our Harem anime, got most of the shit set up, and I think we're in the second week of setup. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a little bit since recording the last episode. Anyway, let's just get straight into the game. On Friday afternoon, Yukari meets up with Mayumi to do some research for Mad Chemistry. The two of them head over to the nearest Animate store. I can't imagine a better place to learn about the current anime trends than Animate. Her attention is quickly drawn to a display case full of chibi figurines modeled after main characters of popular anime. Look at these! Imagine if Mad Chemistry got big enough to have a toy line. So wait, what you're thinking, Yukari? Ooh, this one is posable. Yukari? And some of them come with props. Are you sure this is just research? Of course, it's all for the sake of Mad Chemistry. For the sake of Mad Chemistry, Yukari decides to buy two of the figures. After a moment, she picks up a third. Let's check out the manga section. And she picks up a couple to add to her pile. Then another display of merchandise catches her eye, and she rushes over to it. This place is incredible. Yukari, what does this have to do with research? Research? Well, we're here to do some research for Mad Chemistry, remember? Oh, right. Oops. Well, there's nothing wrong with a little fun, right? Have fun and do research at the same time. Oh dear, don't get too distracted, okay? Good point. We need to stop shopping and start studying. What other types of shows have the biggest displays? Which get the most merchandise? What are other customers buying? Several customers are shopping, so they observe their purchases. Then they browse the anime section. Some shows definitely have more space devoted to them. Yukari looks at it all with a critical eye and then determines the latest trends. It looks like Moe girls are all the rage right now, so she makes a mental note to discuss that with Yuko. Do you think we have enough information, Mayumi? No reply comes. She looks around. She's alone in the aisle. Mayumi? Puzzled, she leaves the anime section and finds her friend browsing the collection of anime music. Her arm's already loaded with CDs. Look, they have OSTs from all my favorite shows. Now who's getting distracted? Oops, well, it's still research because the music will inspire me. Yukari nods, that's a good point. And while they're at it, there's a recent anime she's been meaning to check out, which will surely inspire her. Research. They end the day with a little bit of information and a lot of merchandise. As they head home, it occurs to Yukari that maybe she shouldn't take money with her the next time she conducts research. It's time for the weekly dinner gathering again. Yukari meets up with her friends at the restaurant. Have we gotten any additional investors yet? No, I haven't been looking around because we don't have much of a product to pitch to them. It was hard enough the first time. We need to focus on creating Mad Chemistry first. Right now, I think raising additional funds is more important. Running out of money halfway through the project would be a nightmare. A goodbye Mad Chemistry sort of nightmare. And we don't want to wait too long. It's so hard to get investors even interested in an idea. We've tried so many times before without any luck. But don't worry, if we start now and cast our net as wide as possible, we can complete Mad Chemistry with a comfortable budget. After listening to them, Yukari understands how important it is to get more funding. While they do need a solid product to attract investors with, money won't come to them on its own. Waiting for something to happen accomplishes nothing. You're right, I'm sorry I didn't realize it before. Unfortunately, that means it's time for her least favorite part of the job. Next week, I'll start sending out those dreadful proposals and try to set up meetings with potential investors. Writing the proposals is boring, and meeting with investors is even worse. You don't have to sound so gloomy about it. Want to trade places? Not a chance. I have enough on my plate as it is. Oh, then I'll have your dessert. Wait, what? No! But you said... While they argue, Yuko rolls her eyes and turns to Yukari. Good luck. Remember, even though we can't go with you, you still have our support. We're here for you. We'll help with any problems that come up. He glances at Sumiko and Megumi, who continue to argue over Sumiko's dessert. I'm sure they agree. Yukari laughs. As crazy as her friends could be, just having them nearby makes her feel better. Thanks. You guys are the best. When the weekend comes, Yukari decides to spend time with her friends to relax for the tough week ahead. She calls up Mayumi is her best friend. They spend their time watching anime, listening to music, and chatting about old times. The one thing they don't bring up is mad chemistry. This is a time for relaxation, not work. Yukari, are you finished with the character designs yet? Not yet. Only the designs for the main cast is complete. I'm still working on the side characters. That reminds me, do you think the girls are cute enough? Yes. See, I was researching current anime trends, and moe characters are really popular. We can't keep redesigning the main cast. I know, I just want to make sure Mad Chemistry's harem appeals to fans as much as possible. Why don't you talk to Shunsuke about it? He can write cuter dialogue for them. Good idea. So how are the side characters coming along? I can't seem to get them right. I feel like I'm in a creative block right now. You'll be fine. You're a really talented artist to begin with. Those views and likes on your artwork show the truth. That's only because I got lucky. Not true. Take it from me. Did you know I was already a big fan of your art before we met? I've loved it for a long time. Yuko slumps and stares down at her hands. What's wrong? That was a compliment. You liked my art before we met? Yeah, I couldn't believe it when Mayumi said you went to our school. I wish I knew sooner. Oh. For some reason, this seems to depress her further. Did I say something wrong? No, never mind. What about the proposals to pitch to the investors? How are they going? Her attempt to change the subject is obvious, but Yukari decides to go along with it. If Yuko doesn't want to talk about what's bothering her, that's her business. I wrote a few proposals on the weekend. Finding a suitable investor was already challenging enough. I'll send them out later today. Let's hope my mailbox doesn't remain a ghost town. Her stomach tightens. If none of the investors are interested, it could be disastrous. Still, there's no sense in worrying about it, especially when there's more work to be done. She leaves Yuko's desk and approaches Shunsuke, who is writing furiously. He stops and looks up. Yes? How's it going? Good, I'm finishing up the script for the pilot episode. Do you want to read it? Not right now. Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? Can you make sure the girls are really sweet and innocent? Well, they're supposed to be. A lot of humor comes from the unintended consequences of their science experiments. They're very smart, but also somewhat naive and shy. Natsumi is, but maybe they should all be shy. No, they need to be distinct. So one is shy, one wears cat ears. I just want to make sure the audience finds them lovable. Don't worry, Yukari, they will. She isn't wholly satisfied with his answer, but she can't micromanage every aspect of the anime. She heads back to her desk and starts working. When a piece of anime news catches her eye, a recent anime released by one of the big shot studios appears to be going viral, possibly due to its unique premise. Maybe I should reach out to some of the staff there to get some guidance on how to run my anime studio. Right now, I feel like a headless chicken trying to cross the road. Contact the studio for advice. The staff members are surprised, you asshole writer, to hear it from Yukari. But they give her some tips that'll be essential in the future. This is taking forever. I wish I could write a generic email and send it to all the investors instead of writing personalized ones. But everyone says generic emails are often ignored, while personalized emails have a better chance at catching their interest. That greater chance is what we need right now, so I shouldn't complain, I guess. It's so boring, though. I'll try calling up some of them instead. She picks up her cell phone and dials the number for one of the potential investors. It rings, and then... Thank you for calling Wataka. Our office hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Our offices are closed on Sunday. For general inquiries, please press 1. For support issues, please press 2. Stupid automated software. The recorded voice lists several other options, none of which are any help to Yukari. To speak with a customer service representative, please press 0 to remain on the line. She glares at the phone and hits 0. It rings again, and then the bot's voice returns. Please hold, as all our customer service operators are currently unavailable. High-pitched, somber chords fill the line. Great, now I have to listen to some weird music. The music continues until Yukari worries she might fall asleep, and then the line finally comes alive with a human voice. Hello, thank you for calling. How may I help you? Yukari gives the operator a simple pitch, describing the basics of mad chemistry in the hopes that she'll transfer the call to someone higher up. She includes just enough details about the science themes and comedy to distinguish it from similar shows. Mad chemistry sounds fantastic. How can we get in touch with you? Yukari quickly gives the operator her contact details. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, thank you. Alright, have a wonderful day. We'll get back to you soon. Yukari hangs up the phone and sighs. They'll get back to her. Sure, more likely she failed her pitch once again and will never hear from them. Why can't they just tell me they're not interested instead of leaving me hanging? Yukari rubs her head. The pressure and stress is starting to get to her. She looks around the studio. Everyone else is hard at work. As much as she wants to complain to them about what happens, she knows it's better if she doesn't distract them. I can't help but feel I forgot something. Oh well, it's probably my imagination. Oh no, where's my umbrella? She suddenly remembers where she last saw it. On the table. At home. Wait under a small shelter until the storm subsides. Yukari dashes to a nearby shelter just in time. A few drops of rain soon lead into a downpour. Oh great! Yukari, is that you? Out in the street, one of her neighbors stands beneath an umbrella. She waits for Yukari to join her. I'm on my way home too. Come on, there's plenty of room under this umbrella. Thank you. They hurry home together and Yukari makes it into her house without getting too wet from the rain. She makes a mental note to thank her neighbor again next time they meet. The next day, Yukari can't help but worry about Sumiko. She doesn't look well. She keeps coughing and works on her art half slumped in her chair. When she looks up, her eyes are dull. Yukari looks around. Mayumi intently sorts through the huge mountain of project files for mad chemistry. Shinsuke is developing the script further. Yuko sits at her desk working on designs for the side characters. Perhaps they didn't notice yet, or it could just be Yukari's imagination. Asks Sumiko if she's sick. Sumiko, are you sick? You look like you should see a doctor. I'm fine. What makes you think I'm sick? Well, your body is honest at least. We can't have you falling sick right now when we have so much work to do. I'll take you to the doctor. But what about my work? We only have a few backgrounds to complete. Losing some progress now is better than coming down with a serious illness that could jeopardize the whole product. Yes, ma'am. Yukari takes Sumiko to see a doctor. She is indeed sick. She will be recuperating at home for the rest of the week, and she won't be able to work on mad chemistry. So, I was thinking we can improve the studio's atmosphere if we... A little boy suddenly pops up beside them. He climbs into the seat next to Mayumi. Hi there, where did you come from? Not now. We have many important things to discuss. Hey kid, shoo. Go bother your mommy. Come on, Yukari, have a heart. I know you're stressed out, and this kid isn't helping. You know what? Entertain the child. Here, Oni-san will play with you. Yukari rolls her eyes, but doesn't object. The little boy rushes to Mayumi and plays with the frills on her shirt. Seems like you're natural with kids. I like kids. I often babysit my neighbor's children. Just then, the door to the cafe opens. A woman enters. She looks frantic. Takumi? She spots them and hurries over to their table. Oh, thank you too so much for taking care of Takumi. I've been looking all over for him. Say thank you to the nice ladies. Thank you, Oni-san. Aw, isn't he cute? Yukari rolls her eyes again, but smiles. She's glad she didn't chase the kid away after all. Here's the script for the pilot episode. We can get started with the episode storyboard soon, too. Let me know what you think. It takes Yukari a moment to realize he's speaking to her. Oh, what? Oh, right, the script for episode 1. I'll take a look at it later. Who's working on the storyboard? Me? If not you, who else? You're the one in charge, so you should have the clearest picture of what mad chemistry should look like. Yeah, you're right. Why did I even ask that question? Yukari rubs her head and she feels like she's going to explode any moment now. She should tell the others about her concerns about funding. Raise the issue of funding. Hey, can I talk to everyone for a moment? The others look up from their work. What's wrong? I'm worried about the funding. I haven't found any more investors and no one seems interested. That's not good. I know. What are we going to do? Maybe we could have a bake sale. A bake sale? How will we find the time for baking? All right. If we find people in the community who are interested, they might help us. They won't be able to give as much as investors, but if we get enough people interested, it could really help. That will also take time, though. Still, it's a possibility. Thanks, guys. Even though they didn't come to an answer, Yukari feels better from just talking to them about it. Between the 4 of them, maybe they can find a solution. A few hours later in the studio. Hey everyone, Sumiko still needs more rest. She won't be able to meet with us for the dinner tonight. Aw, that's too bad. She must really be sick. Yes, it was difficult to get her to realize it, but I think I made her understand she needs more time to recover. For the first time, Yukari feels stressed, not happy when she goes to the restaurants with her friends. Looks like we hit a pretty tough spot now that Sumiko is ill. Yuko, can you cover for your sister until she's back, so we don't fall too far behind? If we don't meet the deadline the investors set for mad chemistry, it's all over. I'll work twice as hard to cover for her. I feel bad for her. Sumiko is so excited for mad chemistry. She talked to me about all her ideas all the time, even when we were back at home. I hope she listened to my advice about resting and isn't secretly doing work right now. Sumiko's art is only one of the issues we have to worry about. We still don't have enough funding to finish mad chemistry, and according to Mayumi, we're currently behind schedule. I wonder if we'll get everything sorted out. Right now, it doesn't seem likely. A cold pit has formed in her stomach. Even the tempura no longer tastes good. Alright, so I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe. As always, have a wonderful day.